Feet, winter, cold. Is that familiar to you? I feel like I'm making an infomercial right now. I live in Canada, it's currently winter. Winter lasts like half the year. And so instead of fighting the winter, you gotta join it, you gotta enjoy it. And the way to enjoy it is to be outdoors more, especially when you work from home during a pandemic. One of the things that really held me back from enjoying winter and enjoying winter sports was actually my feet would get so cold all the time. I honestly don't even understand how I did not lose a toe to hypothermia waiting for buses in my university days. Because my feet would just get so cold all the time, even with the right boots and everything. But I figured out a solution to keep my feet warm, and I wanted to share that with everybody. So this video is gonna be about feet. Honestly, I'm like really excited about this. I've been talking to all my friends about the different ways that I figured it out. It wasn't easy to find this information online. I actually didn't find any of it online, not together anyway. So I wanted to present something online for people to have a resource to figure out how to fix that. So for me in particular, I'm talking about winter sports or being outside, winters, hiking, snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, just waiting for the bus even. I just wanna have a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor at all, although I did speak to my doctor about this. So I think that's where the conversation started. I was doing everything right, I was wearing the right socks, moisture wicking and everything, but I was still having really cold feet. The reason for that was actually because my feet were a little bit sweaty. They weren't even sweaty, they were just a little bit moist. Oof, you're gonna hear moistened feet a lot in this video, so I hope you don't care. Whatever, we're all humans, these are things that happen to the body. So, well, you know. If you're watching this video, I hope this helps you, you're welcome. Please like it. Once the cold gets to your feet, even if they're just a little bit, tiny bit moist, it's game over. Your feet will freeze. What I found is 4 things that really helped. Warm boots. But if you're doing like winter sports like snowboarding, your boots are likely to be warm anyway. They're made for that. So warm boots is one, the right socks, dry feet, and dry feet, there's gonna be 2 components to that. And heated insoles. Let's get into each of these individually, and I'm gonna show you the different products that I have and give you different little tips. So you wanna get good boots that are obviously rated for winter, that fit well, that are made for that sport, that has good padding. You obviously don't want something that's gonna constrict your feet though, because if it's not a good fit and it's constricting your feet, it's gonna create all these other problems with your feet being cold, cutting your circulation and all. Good thick soles that your feet are far off the ground as much as possible. Obviously get winter rated boots. I don't wanna get into that too much because I'm wearing snowboard boots, so that's not even really the issue for me here. Good socks. So for snowboarding, I wear merino wool socks. They're usually a blend because there are all these technical specifications, but I try to go for socks that have a lot of merino wool in it as much as possible. These are Helly Hansen ones. These are Burton. Just because of the technicality, they need to be a bit more durable, so I think it's interwoven with some polyester. So for snowboarding, I will actually bring a second pair with me if I'm going for a long day, need to swap in between. And my God, it made such a difference. And the reason you want merino wool is it's sustainable. It's like better ethically harvested and everything like that. It's naturally sweat wicking. It's also naturally antibacterial. It's actually a big travel hack. If you watch any of these travel channels, one of the big things you're gonna see always is merino wool socks. You can actually wear them a few days in a row and they don't smell. And I know that sounds gross, and I've done the test myself, and I've told other people, and then they've done their test themselves, even though they thought it was gross, and guess what? It didn't smell, even if you wear it 3 days consecutively. It's wild. It's better to have a couple of pairs and swap them. All this to say that is the power of merino wool. That's why it's so great. Yeah, moisture absorbent, I think even. Cotton absorbs and doesn't wick well. Anything synthetic, iffy about. So go with something that has high merino wool content. Bring 2 pairs of socks with you so you can swap out if necessary your feet, and you will be so thankful for that. Your feet may be a little moist or flat out sweaty. There's a couple of things that you can do for this. First of all, there is actually a medical condition called plantar hyperhidrosis. That's the excessive sweating on the feet region. It's like glands, overstimulation, blah, blah, blah. That is obviously a medical condition. At that point, you would need to speak with your doctor. In my case, that wasn't it because I thought maybe I had that, went to go talk to her. And my doctor was like, well, before we do anything invasive, like injecting your feet with, I think it was Botox to like chill the glands. She's like, I don't think from what your description, it's not really that the issue. Drier air can apparently also cause sweating. So in Canadian winters, that does make sense. The air is a bit drier, the humidity drops. And then there's the constant change in temperatures if you're going in and out. So what you actually can do is you can apply something like, this is over the counter stuff, Certain Dry and Drysol. I'm gonna link these products down below. You apply this like the day before, apply a few strokes of the roll-on only at bedtime. It won't wash off the next day, even after bathing. I don't know what it does. I think it like clogs your pores or something. Certain Dry says that it fights excessive perspiration for up to 72 hours. Your body will evaporate sweat and toxins in other places. This definitely did help, but I actually don't use this regularly. I didn't find my issue was that severe that I would need this. Second thing that you can also get is foot powder. This one's fun. It says odor destroyer. Not really what my issue was. I'm looking more for this little thing, Drymax technology. This really helped to absorb any of that moisture. It's like, I think talc powder would work as well. Baby powder would also work as well, but I don't know. I think baby powder might get a little clumpy. So this is really a product that's designed for this. Gold Bond, feet, all those stuff. I'll link this down below as well. This has worked for me really well. Cheap, lasts forever. I bring this with me actually in my backpack when I'm snowboarding in case I do this right before going on the hill. I'll apply some of this in my foot, apply some of it in my socks, and then go. Makes a little bit of a mess, but totally worth it. Also, fun fact, if you have this in your luggage and you go through airport security, they might pop it out and then swab it because they think it's some sort of other white powder. So that was really fun when they pulled that out and everyone just saw Odor Max. Oh, odor destroyers. And I was just like, oh, it's my foot powder. It's okay. Too late. Just taking that out and swabbing it. I get it. It probably does look very suspicious on an airport scan. So this worked really great in keeping my feet nice and dry, and that meant keeping my feet warm. Mainly what I use is this, and I use the socks. I'll change out the socks if I need to. The other thing that I do are heated insoles. This is the product that I bought. I've actually tried several products. So if you want to 2-in-1 it, you can try the Lenz socks that has a heater on it. It's 2-in-1. You get the sock and you get the heated elements in it. I personally didn't find it worked that well. The reviews were really great for like guys that go hunting and they're not moving. But the problem is that my feet aren't just a little bit moist, they're also cold. My body is not very good at regulating myself for survival. It's like the worst of both worlds. I think that product could work for certain people if their feet aren't that cold, so it just maintains and keeps it nice and toasty. In my case, I needed something that can heat it up, but those disposable heat packs are a little bit too hot and just too wasteful for me to be able to enjoy and use. I also had heated insoles with a little battery pack. They were from a brand called Thermacell. They were like $100 for the pair. Did not work well at all for me. The battery is integrated in there. They have some that are removable, rechargeable, not like AA or AAAs. It's their own proprietary stuff. So then I eventually stumbled upon this. It's not perfect, actually. My snowboarding boots. Here we go. I was actually just recharging them because I'm going snowboarding this Sunday. The insoles are already inside. What I really like with these is that I don't have to pop them in and out all the time, because the Thermacells, I had to pop them in and out all the time to recharge. That was actually really annoying. The little tab that helped me pull it out broke off. I just removed the insoles that I had previously in my boots. They come like this, and then you cut them down to size. So what I did is I took the original insoles out, put them on top, laid it on, markered it, cut it. The best thing is you don't have to take out the insoles to recharge it, because you can just take the battery pack and just recharge that. So actually what I do oftentimes in the winter is I just leave my whole boot bag in my car, so I'm ready to go each time. I just take the batteries up to charge. It's a few hours to charge and we're good to go. It's supposed to have heat along the entire thing instead of just some. These keep me so warm and hot. And when I went snow tubing with my friends, they were all freezing and I was just showing off how nice and dry and toasty my feet were. And they all hated me. But then I told them the secret. And then I was like, well, next time, that's what you should do. I absolutely love winter sports now. I don't have any issues snowboarding and enjoying the whole day. And oh my God, what a game changer. I can just focus on having fun instead of when can I go back inside because my feet are cold. In terms of user experience, it's like annoying. So these have been the warmest ones for me. However, it does have a little wire, and then you have to plug it into this battery pack. The battery pack is really big, by the way. You have several powers to choose from. It lasts all day, even on like 75, 100% power. On really cold days, I'll boost up the temp. And then I need to put this around my calves and then put the battery pack here. And then the battery pack sits here. So the inconvenience with this type of system is that sometimes when this wrap is around your calf and the battery's in there, it can move to a place that's a little uncomfortable when I'm flexing my muscles, well, when I'm like snowboarding and I'm bending my knees, my calves are engaged and stuff, it will feel uncomfortable. The wire will sometimes be uncomfortable if it's touching my bone. Mild inconveniences. I think that's what some people were complaining about on the review, but ultimately, once you get it right, feels great. You don't even feel it's there. And compared to every other one that I've tried, the Thermacell and the Lenz socks, this is the only one that actually kept my feet warm, but actually warmed my feet up. I got this last year. Figuring out all of this, I have been snowboarding the most I've ever snowboarded in my life the last 2 years because it's so enjoyable. I wanted other people to enjoy winter sports because it can be so long otherwise, and it can really, really suck. I know because I have been there and I have been uncomfortable and just not happy, and then it really sucks because you want to go out and you want to enjoy it, but you're also freezing. And now you don't have to freeze. You can go out and enjoy yourself, and that is what I have figured out with this system. Here's everything that you need to have nice, warm, dry feet and enjoy winter activities, enjoy existing outside in the winter so you don't have to hibernate all winter long anymore. What a joy that is. I hope that you found this valuable. Please drop a comment, let me know your thoughts, let me know if you have any other tips, and if you have used any of these tips from this video, please do like the video. Let me know your thoughts, let me know how this has changed your winter life outside. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell notification to be notified by any new videos by moi. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.